Hey girl, it's good to see you. How have you been? The He is miracle food. It's the best for detoxing, cleansing, healing, removing inflammation, and boosting your immune system. It's suitable for all ages, and it helps me out tremendously during pregnancy. Allergen-free, gluten-free, 100% organic, all-natural, and vegan. Chakradoctor.org. 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 818-429-1675.
5 course meals, that's us. We the inventors of the science and mathematics. We the inventors of astronomy and astrology. Cushion Egyptian, ancient African DNA. It's all in my biology. Hope my people are proud of me. I'm just setting the light on a lot of dark places in our society. Minds covered in poverty. Universal creator, hear me, cause I'm praying for you to get us out of it. Wicked nations run by the corporations.
Let's talk about hip hop. We're in Long Beach, California. Like, what's your first exposure to hip hop, and then when do you start fucking with it, and like what capacity? What do you start doing? Like DJing, what was you doing?
I was, I say, being around Dre. When I was just like I probably was about maybe 8 or 9. Just being around him and you know, he was a DJ. So and we all slept in the same room. So he had the turntables in the room. And
wait, now Dre is your stepbrother, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, now your father married his mother or mother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my pops raised him.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And we don't give a fuck about all that shit. That's my brother. We brothers.
Yeah, but now I'm just trying to put it together. Like, was it your father or his father?
Yeah, my father.
Right, it was your father married his mother.
Yeah.
But y'all been together from a very young age. So you could basically say he's the one that introduced you to hip hop. Is that what you're saying?
You know, I would hear a lot of music, good music, like, you know, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 and Kool Moe D. You know, but Dre used to the DJ, and he used to mix a lot of records that I hadn't heard. So I can't. Yeah, he did open me up to hip hop, like Jimmy Spicer. You know.
Oh, wow. And how much older is Dre than you?
He's 6 years. I think he's 6 years older than me.
Yeah, that's big too. Back when you're young, 6 years is like you damn near grown.
I looked up to him just all my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he taught me everything I know as far as production and all the way into where I am. You know, where I am now. He taught me, you know, the ropes in the beginning stages, and you know, he showed me a lot. Yeah, and he introduced me pretty much to hip hop. Him, and then me and Snoop and Nate and a bunch of us, we all worked for this cat. Damn, what was his name? I think it was Steve. It was we sold candy. We was called the Voltron Crew, which I mentioned in this DJ. When I say the Voltron Crew, that was my crew. And when we used to go out sell candy, you know, we didn't have a lot of money, so we had to do that to make some money and stuff. And my mother, she didn't know, you know, I was doing this shit, you know, behind her back. And after work, we would, you know, he'd pay us like $20-something. And then that's when Big Mac value packs first came out. So we get us a Big Mac value pack, and we get in the van, and on the way headed back to the pad in the van, we just start freestyling. Everybody in there, me, Snoop, the twins, all our other buddies, and just all of us just used to just freestyle and just have a good time with hip hop, you know. And Snoop always was that that motherfucker was freestyling. Just he been doing that for a long time. And we went to elementary school together. He was doing that shit in elementary school.
Wow.
And he was always funny than a motherfucker. He had your ass rolling, but he was vicious, freestyle. Yeah, twins, all of us, we all went to elementary school.
Wow.
You know, and I mean, those were like my introductions to hip hop because we used to go to Kings Park, and you know, all the hood, all the OGs was at the park banging a lot of old school music and shit, playing cards, dominoes and shit, and we playing the little games. You know that little game with the stick where you got to shoot it and it go on a little mountain, try to get it in, land in the hole on the mountain, or the one where the one, not foosball. Foosball was the shit too, but the remember the game board.
Skee ball you talking about, I think.
And it had the 4 squares. You had to try to bam hit the little wood circle with the stick into the corner of I wish I think
wait. I think a shuffleboard. You talking about
a skee ball? Damn this! I got if I could have talked to
I think you talking about shuffleboard, maybe.
My brother-in-law could tell because we had a big ass goddamn discussion about that. Like, nigga, what was that game?
See, there'd be regional games and shit. Like in New York, we used to play.
I guarantee you, y'all had this. Y'all should have had that with Jamar
in New York, huh?
Y'all had you guys had. I know y'all had foosball.
Foosball is
it's that look like it's soccer where you got the two men in the back.
Yeah, it's the board, the game.
Yeah, all that shit was like all around. It was all around the same time.
And like the air hockey type of
air hockey, all of that shit.
What you talking about sounds to me like sounds like shuffleboard.
Kenny, what was the name of that game that we was talking about that we played back in the day, where we used to have to hit it with the stick to try to go on the little mountain or go on the little circle, and then the one with the 4 little corners?
Wait, say that again now?
The game. Remember, not too long ago, we was talking about the old school game that we played at the park. Remember with the stick? What was the name of that shit?
Oh my God, I don't even remember.
God damn it!
What we doing?
We was talking about that game, the old school game when we was kids.
Oh, caroms.
Huh?
Caroms.
Who?
Caroms.
Caroms.
Yes, when you talk about what it looked like, you hit the checkers and shit with the stick.
Yeah, exactly.
On the board, and then you got to go around the board, or you play the one that looked like a golf, like a golf.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now I'm on the interview with Lord Jamar. I told him, I said, let me call my brother-in-law real quick. He might remember the name because we was talking about some old school shit.
It's called carols.
Yeah, Miss Lane's in the ball shack. You play caroms.
Caroms. See, that sound like some West Coast shit. I never heard of
that. It probably was a different name on the East.
Yeah, so you go from caroms to then you learn how to shoot pool.
Yeah.
we used to play Scully. Do you know about Scully?
The shit, it's probably the same shit.
You take the bottle caps and you fill it, you melt it with wax. You put wax inside the shit, and then it's like a board that you paint like on the ground, and like you got to flick your fucking Scully piece and knock somebody else's shit out of the fucking.
It was kind of like that, but just on a board.
Right, well, this was like on the concrete. We'd make the board. The concrete was the board. Like you take a rock or some shit.
No, I dig it. Shit, that was bodyguard hard right there.
And Scully shit, like you have your own Scully piece. Like you might take two different crayons and like make a swirl pattern inside you. You know what I mean? Melt it.
Yeah.
Your own swirl pattern of 2 different colors, and so now your Scully
bottom top.
You know what your shit looked like. That's what we had with Scully. That's what It might be similar to what you talking about, but it'd be regional games and shit. It'd be that's interesting though, because I never heard that before.
Oh yeah,
it was fun.
Well, Mac, I'm gonna call you back, man.
For sure.
All right.
Somebody said caroms was like playing pool with only 4 pockets.
Yeah,
that's what they said it's like.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But see, I really never heard of that. But see,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
people in the chat heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they said in Inglewood we played marbles.
Me too.
Yeah, we used to fuck with marbles too at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas was doing all kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
Jacks, all kind of shit back in the days. Girls used to play more jacks. But
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. But that, all of those. I'm sorry, man.
nah, it's all good. I wish
All of those things was part of hip hop. You know, the whole vibe was just, that's what we did when we would hear hip hop music. We would have fun playing those games and the free lunches and going to swim and, you know, with the water hose, all that shit. And then they built a pool at that motherfucker. And that's when it really got fun. And all of that stuff was like my introduction into hip hop, and just hearing, you know, like I said, Grandmaster Flash, Ice-T, Tidy T, Mixmaster Spade, the Treacherous Three, the Fat Boys, Run DMC, shit.
sounds like you got a good mix and a good dose of early hip hop.
Jimmy Spicer, man, so many people. Just Ice,
Just like on the
Grand Puba, Special K, DJ Red Alert. Man, I could go on and on and on. All of that was introduced, you know, from through the OGs and then through Dre, because he was a DJ, you know. So I heard it all, and those that's what like really, you know, made me a hip hop baby.
So how old are you when shit pops off for Dre on NWA? How old are you at that point?
I was probably about 13.
13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Big bro.
Actually, it was the World Class Wrecking Crew. Now, when it got to the NWA,
right, you already
15,
thought that
16.
was big. The World Class Wrecking Crew, you was looking at that like, yo, this shit crazy. And what I mean is, like, yo, this is big. My big brother is in.
It was. He had a.
You didn't think it could get big?
Called Surgery. That I used to play that motherfucker till it just didn't want to play no more.
It was called Surgery.
Records, turntables, mixers, speakers. Hey, it was hard. I ain't gonna.
That's how it goes. Who got that record? Yeah. Where do we? Is that
probably online? It may be. I don't know if it may be on iMusic, iTunes.
People in the chat, do your due diligence.
It's called Surgery. Dre had a record called Surgery.
Check out World Class Wrecking Crew Surgery. Dr. Dre's Surgery. See if we can find that record online. I'm not gonna play it on here, but listen to it and tell me what you think, how it stands the test of time now compared to some of Dre's other works. So
it's way different.
So I'm sure it is, but I wonder if there's anything that we could recognize about it. You see what I'm saying? Even if it's just the sonics of it, you know what I mean? Even if it's just like, that's a hell of a mix, like, you know what I mean? You can see
and the mix, and then his scratching, the scratching he still could do that shit right now. That nigga was so dope. I used to want him and Jazzy Jeff and Joe Cooley. And turntable. What was that? Marvelous Cash Money and Marvelous Marv.
Yeah.
Turntable. I think they was from Philly.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they was from Philly.
Yeah, Philly has some
3 times dope. You don't know about that, Jamar.
Come on, stop. Yes,
Dividends.
Nicholas.
Hey, what about
Greatest man alive.
what about Peach Fuzz?
Come
Hey,
on.
Peach Fuzz. Oh, that was my shit, man. That was us. Like that was our shit. Like that's what we used to go through
Now you
with
know,
the films.
that's MF Doom that just passed away, right?
Yes, indeed. Rest in peace, man. I didn't know that he was the one who did Peach Fuzz. That was crazy.
Yes. Because come on, he was.
The hair's on my chinny
chin. We went on our first tours together and shit.
Yeah.
Fuzz and man.
Yeah. That's just man. I'm telling you, even Buddy, that was my shit. Oh my God. I still bang all that shit. I got that shit in my car right now.